This podcast is powered by the pros at Pascal Air Plumbing and Electric. Arkansas owned, Arkansas operated. GoPascal.com.
Kee'yon, you made the number switch.
Yes,
Can you
sir.
talk about why and then how your camp's been going so far?
The main reason why, coming from TCU, I had a single digit. And when I got here, all the numbers were took. And when I talked to coach about it, he just told me just keep my head down and keep working. And I earned it after spring.
And how your camp, how things are going?
Camp been going great. I had first good 3 days. I think the whole cornerback room had the first good days, especially young guys too. They coming along real good.
Jaylon, your maybe improvements from your freshman season to now, where you think you've gotten better, and can you talk about how camp started for the group?
From my freshman to now, I think I've gotten better with just like knowing what offense is trying to do to me, what they're trying to do to the defense, just recognizing route concepts. And for the group, we've been doing real good in camp. I would say for myself, I had a rough day the first day, but I've been getting better from the first day and just keep on stacking good days. And so, but we got a lot of depth in the cornerback room this year, and you're gonna see a lot of us on the field this year.
Coach Wilson was talking about, he said y'all don't have starters, you have standards.
Yeah.
What are those standards?
Just to showing up every day, just knowing your assignment, just every day on the field. Every day we take the field, it's a standard. Like you go hard every time, run to the ball, be intentional. Our coaches always tell us, Coach Wilson, just be intentional on everything that you do. So, and if you're not holding up to that standard, then you're not gonna be on the field.
Off the field too. We gotta be on time. Just everything working in triangle.
Jaheim, what's been the biggest improvements you feel like you've made from last year when you got here to now?
Just the learning of the game, just the understanding, just as much time as we put on the field, you got to do the same off the field. Just like from film study, just getting in the training room, just a lot.
Jaylon, Coach Wilson was just in here and kind of said that he's been talking to Selman about like using you as a little bit of an example as a freshman, kind of doing your thing and working your way towards playing time. Have you maybe, talked to Selman, brought him under your wing? What's that like working with him as a, one of the highly ranked recruits transfer coming in?
Yeah, Selman, he's been doing real good. Like every day, like in the spring, he was just getting here, getting his feet wet, and I used to always tell him just have some confidence. Like now you can tell he's on the field with way more confidence, and when you have that confidence, you're gonna be able to play way better. And he's been playing real good, so I do think Selman will get on the field this year if he continues to do what he's doing.
How different does this year feel for you? Going from last year as a freshman, needing to kind of, really work your way up the depth chart to this year, kind of coming in with a little bit of track record now and I guess some added confidence behind you.
It feels better for me just to have a year under my belt and know what I'm doing now. So I'm just out there more comfortable.
Have any of you guys gone against the old guy, Monty Harrison, in practice much? And if so, what's your take on him?
Yeah, so I'm going against him. He's a pretty nice dude. He's big in size. He's real strong. So like he's going to be good for the team.
I guess he's fixing to turn 29. Is he good in the locker room in terms of maybe? I know he hadn't played in the NFL. He played baseball, but still, that's pro ball. And just wondering, has he been a good role model for you guys as far as maturity and things like that?
Yes, for sure. Like he does everything like a pro. Like he's on time. Like he's just a good leader. Like he does everything the right way.
Yeah, any thoughts on him as a player, locker room presence?
I say Monte, he a real good competitor. He's a real good player. Can't really tell he's 28, he does everything right that our regular receivers do, and he's a real good player.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's good in the locker room too. He always good conversations with Monte.
You guys got a nickname for him based on his age, or?
Oh, Smith.
Jaheim, last year you started out like as a starter, got a lot of playing time early, and then maybe dipped off later in the year. Just kind of what was that like? How tough was that going through that? And just kind of, has that been a little bit of motivation, to fuel your off season?
It's a lot of motivation, but I think like with that going on, like it's a lot of lessons to it. So like you just gotta battle it a lot, and like it really wasn't a bad thing for me. I think it was a good thing for me, just like from the lessons learned, and then just helping me get back like comfortable with the game itself.
And Jaylon, I think you were the guy in defense on day one on Tyrone Broden when he made that one-handed catch. I'm curious, what was your perspective of that? Is that something maybe we should expect out of him this year based on what you've seen?
Oh yeah, Ty, he gonna make a lot of big plays. He was doing that in the spring. That's just what he do. So yeah, he expect that a lot from him.
Coach was saying y'all are a pretty together group. I know there's a lot of new faces in there and whatnot, but who are kind of the guys that you look at in the secondary and you're like, they're kind of the leaders of the unit?
I'd just say like we got what 5 seniors, so we looking. It's me, Nico, JJ, Hud, and I think. Ooh, that's it.
Yeah, that's a scene.
That's it. That's it
And
right
Purdy,
there.
Purdy.
And Marquise Robinson. So he just look at us as the leaders, and he want us to take role and take pride in just keeping the DB room straight. You know?
I guess on that note, being a returner, how have you helped do that? You know, yourself being one of those guys.
Man, I learned the system more. Like being my second year it was a lot going on when I first got here. It was I've been through a lot of ups and downs, but now everything slowed down and I done learned the system. I'm better with the coaches and everything's good now. So it should play out real good this year for me.
You guys practice a lot with the nickel backs. So I'm wondering what you think of Danico and Larry, man, the guys who are getting the top reps at nickel, if you could say Kee'yon and all y'all.
So at nickel we got 3 different body types at nickel. So we got Larry, we got Nico, and then we got Switch too. So like different coverages can go with the different type of body type we need for the coverage. So like it depends. It just varies on the coverage we playing.
Kee'yon, you had kind of the decision whether or not to come back this year as a super senior. Was there ever any doubt that you were going to come back, and kind of what went into that process?
Oh no, I knew I was gonna come back. I definitely never had a year I wanted to last year, and I definitely like needed to do it this year the way I wanted to.
BetOnline is your #1 source for all your betting needs. Get the latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. BetOnline continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use our promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet online, where the game starts.